Sa free space.
No.
Alright everyone, we're going to do my second game of Jeopardy! Platinum Edition for PC, in which so far I have won $26,262 in one game. Let's see if I can win more.
This is Jeopardy!
I'll stick with him. Alright. Oh wait, no, computer, my name, nope. Yeah. Alright, we're ready to go. Taking on Wendy and Fred.
And now, here is our host, Alex.
I'm trying to add on to my $26,262.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your favorite game of Answers and Questions. We know who the contestants are, so let's go to work in the first round, the Jeopardy round, which has the one daily double. Here are the categories. Disasters. F in history. Medicine. Canada. 1960. TV nurses.
Canada for 100. In 1953, a festival dedicated to his works began at Stratford, Ontario. Who is William Shakespeare?
You got it.
Canada 200. As you would expect, London, Ontario lies on the banks of this river. What is the Thames?
Right.
Canada 300. 3 leaves from this tree adorn Ontario's provincial coat of arms. What is the maple tree?
You got it. Make another selection.
Canada 400. In 1885, the first league in this sport was formed at Kingston, Ontario. What is hockey?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Canada 500. St. Lawrence Islands National Park is located in mainland Ontario and on many of these islands. Oh, the Thousand Islands, that's right.
Yes.
Oh well. In 1987, Sitiveni Rubaka led a military coup that overthrew the government in this Pacific island country. What is Fiji?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Stick F in history for 100. He sired at least 2 illegitimate children during his marriage to Isabella. Who is Ferdinand?
No, sorry.
What? Ferdinand?
You got it. Make another selection.
It wasn't Ferdinand. Well, it was Ferdinand, yeah. F in history 200. In 1564, a group of Huguenots built a colony called Fort Caroline in what is now this U.S. state. What is Florida?
That's a correct response. Select again.
F in history for 300. This U.S. president was known as the American Louis Philippe. Who is Franklin Pierce?
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Okay. Millard Fillmore.
That's right. Pick again.
Okay. This company's 1984 toxic gas leak at Bhopal is thought to be the world's worst industry center. What is Union Carbide?
You got it. Make another selection.
The Rothschilds opened their first bank in this late 1700s in this city. What is Fierstein?
Gosh, that's wrong.
Not sure about this one. Frankfurt, Germany?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Autolgia is the medical term for this type of ache, and an autolgic is a remedy for it. What is earache?
You got it.
Jane Doolittle played Nurse Murphy on Medical Center and Nurse Molly Turner on this Ernest Borgnine sitcom. What is McHale's Navy?
Right.
TV nurses for 100. As Nurse Christine Chappell, Major Barrett assisted Bones on this science fiction series. What is Star Trek?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. As of 1990, about 300 people had died as a result of this Soviet nuclear disaster. Chernobyl, yeah, that was my guess.
You're right.
But it didn't dawn on me in time. In 1902, this Martinique volcano erupted and wiped out the city of St. Pierre. What is Mount Pelee? Pelee?
You got it.
Alright. The real first name of this MASH head nurse was Margaret. Who is Hot Lips Houlihan?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Get TV nurses for 400. Nurse Daniels shot Dr. Peter White on this series set in a Boston hospital. What is St. Elsewhere?
You got it. Make another selection.
TV nurses for 500. She played widowed nurse Julia Baker on Julia. Oh, I forgot this one. Diana Ross.
No, sorry.
I'll say it was Diane Carroll.
Yes.
There we go. Let me have disasters for 100. In 1556, an earthquake hit this country's Shanxi province and 830,000 lives were lost. Shanxi? I'll say what is China.
You're right.
Disasters for 300. St. Elmo's fire may have contributed to its explosion May 6, 1937. The Hindenburg, yeah.
You got it.
Medicine for 400. Daily double. Can risk up to 500. She'll do 300. About 1 out of every 4 sports injuries involves this joint that acts as a lever and shock absorber, the knee.
Right.
Good job, Wendy. You're right. In May, this Minnesota senator conceded the Democratic presidential race to JFK. Who was Hubert Humphrey?
You got it.
Can I have 1960 for 100? Launched by the U.S. in August, Echo 1 was the world's first communications one of these. What is a satellite?
That's right. Pick again.
1960 for 300. On May 7th, Nikita Khrushchev confirmed the identity of this downed U-2 pilot. Who is Francis Gary Powers?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Uh-huh. Some doctors say that drinking coffee containing this stimulant can reduce the risk of asthma. What is caffeine?
Right.
Medicine for 400, I think. 200, I mean. Coronary thrombosis refers to the formation of one of these in a coronary artery. What is a blood clot?
You're right.
Uh-huh. This condition that often afflicts the elderly is also known as degenerative joint disease. What is arthritis?
You got it. Make another selection.
I'll take 1960 for 400. Not the official living in Argentina as Ricardo Clement, who was captured and taken to Israel. Who is Adolf Eichmann?
You're right.
Uh-huh. Now the last clue. In January, mobs rioted over de Gaulle's moves toward this country's independence. What is Congo?
Sorry, wrong.
No. I'm not going to try to ask Alex on this one because I think it might be Zaire. Now known today as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but I'm going to let it be. Tunisia? No?
No, sorry.
Not Tunisia. So that wipes out Wendy's score. Oops. Algeria.
You got it.
It was in Africa, but it was the wrong country. All right.
All right, it's time now for the double Jeopardy round. Here are the categories. World leaders, jazz, food, animals, artists, trees.
All right, here we go. Once called the boy wonder of the clarinet, he called most of his big bands a herd. I'm going to say who is Benny Goodman.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
I'm not going to ask Alex on this one. Woody Herman?
That's a correct response. Select again.
All right. These trees are known for their winged seeds called keys. What are maples?
You're right.
Uh-huh. This dog's name is derived from what the French called it, Grand Danois, literally Big Dane. What is the Great Dane?
You got it.
Animals 400. The pirate type of this animal raids the webs of others of its kind, killing and eating the builders. Spiders, yeah, that was my guess.
That's right. Pick again.
This family of tropical trees has two major types of leaves, fan-shaped and feather-shaped. One is the palm tree.
You're right.
Trees for 200. Its name is from the Greek for well covered, and it covers Australia pretty well. What is the eucalyptus?
Yes.
Trees for 600. The Save This Giant Tree League was one of the first conservation groups in the U.S. What is the banyan?
No, sorry.
The redwood, oh yeah.
You got it.
Wow, Fred's on a roll. Cured and smoked, a leg of pork becomes this. What is ham?
That's right. Pick again.
Let me go back to trees for 1,000. Daily double. My chance to take the lead, 2,500. Species of this popular poplar include the big tooth and quaking. Is now the time for the banyan tree? No.
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Oh, took a hit. The aspen, but I'll get it back. Don't worry. Let's take food for 200. To make these, dice day-old slices into cubes, toss in butter, oil, and garlic, then bake until crisp. What are croutons?
That's right. Pick again.
Food for 400. Pumpernickel requires twice as much of this flour as wheat flour. What is white flour? Or what is, white flour? I don't know.
Sorry, wrong.
I took a hit on the daily double, but you know what? Nah. I can bounce back. I've done it before. Yeast. No.
No, sorry.
Wendy's in the hole. Fred's got 5,700. I'm going to have to play some serious catch-up. But I can do it. Oh, dark rye.
That's a correct response. Select again.
Oh, yikes. Fred's on a roll. In the U.S., these are divided by weight and age into categories like broiler, fryer, and roaster. What are chickens?
Yes.
Yeah. Around 1850, this nonsense poet studied serious art at England's Royal Academy. Who is Edward Lear?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Oh, man. In 1964, he reached #1 on the pop charts with his vocal rendition of Hello, Dolly. Louis Armstrong?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So Wendy and I are tied. Contrary to 18th century practice, this Blue Boy artist didn't hire a drapery man to help him. Blue Boy. Who's Peter Paul Rubens?
Sorry, wrong.
Dang it, I'm doing terrible. I don't even know if I can make a comeback. I shouldn't have taken that big a hit on the Daily Double. Oh well. Oh, Thomas Gainsborough.
That's right. Pick again.
Dang it. This jazz pianist was nicknamed Faba. Earl Hines?
That's right. Pick again.
Wow, Fred's on a roll. In 1976, the advisory board on the Pulitzer Prize awarded this ragtime pianist a special citation. Scott Joplin.
Yes.
The gavial has a narrower snout than this swamp-dwelling reptile it resembles. What is the crocodile?
That's a correct response. Select again.
Animal 600. The Adelie penguin was named for this continent's Adelie coast. Adelie. What is Antarctica?
You got it. Make another selection.
Animals 800. I have no choice. I'm going to have to go all in. The helmets of Queen Elizabeth's household cavalry are admired with this Himalayan animal's hair. What is the yak?
Yes.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. World Leaders 200. She's a former research chemist and a former Prime Minister of Great Britain. Who's Margaret Thatcher?
That's right. Pick again.
World Leaders 400. Francisco Franco is buried inside a mountain in his native country. What is Spain?
You got it.
World Leaders 600. Evita must have been his good luck charm. He became president of Argentina 4 months after he married her. Who is Juan Perón?
That's right. Pick again.
World Leaders 800. This Oxford graduate was president of the Oxford Union 11 years before she became Prime Minister of Pakistan. Who is Benazir Bhutto?
Yes.
World Leaders 1000. He was just 17 when he was crowned King of Jordan in 1953. Who is King Hussein?
Right.
Ran the category. I'll take food for 800. To make this miner's bread, start the starter 2 days before you make it. What is sourdough?
That's right. Pick again.
In the lead. I'll take Artist 400. His Gates of Hell sculpture was commissioned in 1880 as the door for the Musée des Arts Décoratifs. Auguste Rodin?
Yes.
It's a neck-and-neck match between Fred and I. His Eye in the Village, painted in Paris in 1911, is a surreal view of a Russian village. Marc Chagall.
That's right. Pick again.
Oh gosh. The first big American jazz festival was held in 1954 in this Rhode Island resort city. Oh, there we go. What is Newport?
You got it. Make another selection.
Now the last clue. Type of lesson being given by Thomas de Keyser's Dr. de Vrij and Rembrandt's Dr. Tulp. What is an type of lesson being given? Dr. Tulp. Let me think about this one. Dr. DeVries and Dr. Tulp. What is an anatomy lesson? Yeah.
You're right.
Putting me at 9,800, so I've made a comeback.
All right, players, start thinking about your wagers for Final Jeopardy based on what you know about this category.
U.S. history.
U.S. history, okay. Alright, I guess I will do 9,201. 8 days before he fought at the Little Bighorn, this Oglala leader had defeated General George Crook. Who is George Armstrong Custer?
You got
Crazy Horse. Oh no.
Right. No, sorry.
So I dropped down to $599. Well, I could do another redemption.
Way to go, champ.
Since I started a run, I can do one more redemption of this game. Thought for sure I had it. Oh well.
Thank you for playing Jeopardy. Let's do it again real soon.
See you all for that next video, everybody.